Is that a yes?
Sure.
A resounding.
Ready enough.
Resounding yes. Here we come.
Ready to give
Hello.
that arbitrary number of percentile effort. Hi.
Hey. Can't see your chin. That's your greatest feature, dude. Bask in your skinny guyness. Show off that chin. Show off the chiseled knob. Chin. Yeah. There you go.
No, my aesthetics are still hidden slightly under a beard. And that's why facial hair exists.
Mm-hmm. Howdy, howdy, partner. Man, you can tell. Really, really revving on all engines. I don't know what to talk about today.
Someone brought it. Someone brought the intensity.
Someone's bringing it. It's already been brought in. Rip.
All right, that's our show for the day.
All right, let's think about what we've done and come around the other side.
10 years.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
All right, perfect.
Topic 1. Strangely familiar. You know it has over 10,000 listens? You probably didn't know that. All-time plays and downloads. So listen. Listen, BetterHelp. You need to advertise. We're your audience. Our audience is for you. Our audience could use some help. Mental and emotional. I think that's clear. Anybody that continues to listen needs some kind of therapy. But that just makes you normal.
Maybe the reason BetterHelp doesn't is because they're like, you know what? BetterHelp's been scoping us out. And they're like, this is kind of in its own thing therapeutic. And maybe people listen to it, treat it as therapy because they're like, hey, my life's not as bad as these guys. So BetterHelp goes like, you're actually the competition. And that doesn't work for our advertising.
You know? Yeah.
I'm not even going to dignify myself with a response to that.
You're probably right. It's like, you know what? Things aren't that bad. Could be those guys. Could be those guys. I mean, what an evolution we've had, though. If you think about it, from episode 1 to now. I mean, at 186, think about how much we've changed. You know? Mm-hmm. It's a lot. I'm hardly the same person that I was then. I can't. As evidenced by last week when I went somewhere and did something.
What?
I sent you guys the best meme today ever. The Onion article. That was like the most perfect Onion article for me. Anybody that's a listener can relate. But what did I say? It was basically... Onion. Man has never given single definitive yes to any invitation he's ever received. So, you know.
Right. Everything's basically a leaning towards yes.
Yeah.
Everything's like I want you to understand. But, I mean, kind of. See, but that's the problem. There's two versions of that. There's the I'm being polite, so I'm going to say, hey, that sounds fun, so I'm going to make you feel good, but I have zero intention of going. Or there's what I believe the intended and what your version is, which is like, yes, that sounds like a thing I would enjoy. However, anxiety can always pop up, and I need to be able to have you understand it's not a cancellation if I word it this way, so that you can get out scot-free and not feel like you're canceling plans. Or, even better, you don't have to give us the heads up if you're not going to go because you already set the tone that there's a chance you might not go. And I think that's like you're giving yourself the yes and the no right out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So that ghosting doesn't feel...
Don't run away from your feelings!
Yeah,
it's good. You got to cover all bases. I mean, I'd say rarely I'm not gonna go. Does that come from I just don't want to do it? It's just that do I really want you're coming at me less than 2 weeks, and it involves a drive, weather, a work day, and yet I persist. I am strong.
You know what? I can bond with you on this right now. I did this recently. Not this, but I did something that's similar. No, I did more of an adult way to do this. I unjeffed something. So I was asked to do something, and I go, someone said, like, hey, are you free the weekend of so-and-so for a bachelor party? And I go, yeah. It goes, great. I'll send you the details and stuff. I go, okay, cool. Whatever. So I get added to a group chat. Bunch of numbers I don't know. Literally only know the one guy who added me. And and it was discussed that the bachelor party was going to dinner at this place in Philly, going out bar hopping, and going to a strip club.
Jeez, old timey.
Okay.
It's a real traditional.
Right. First off, I'm like, man, that is your traditional.
It's a real trad
party.
husband there. Yeah.
But so I'm in this text and everything, and they're like getting a party bus and everything. And so I think there and I go, I don't want to do this. I'm like, I think I just agreed because like I'm invited to this wedding, so that's the degree I know the person. So I am going to the wedding. Fan of him. He's a friend that I met down here. Really, definitely want to go to the wedding. Excited to go to the wedding. And so I'm like, all right, bachelor party. If I'm being invited, I should go. But like the more I thought about it, I'm like, all right, the dinner. I'm like, it's in Philly, so I'm like, this is gonna take work. So like, I'm gonna have to go somewhere to leave my car, catch this bus. Then I'm stuck in Philly until like I am in for the long haul because there's no detachment method because I'm on this party bus and my car's somewhere else, not at my house either. So like, all right, dinner. I can handle dinner with people I've never met and stuff, but then I'm like bars. Bar hopping is very ambiguous, and if you're not familiar with the area or you're in a big city like Philadelphia, I'm like, well, what kind of bars? Bars doesn't mean anything about the environment I'm going to. Is this going to be a dive bar? Are we going to Irish pubs? Am I going to barcade? Am I going to a club bar? I don't know. Bar, and it's hopping. So maybe it's many bars I like. Maybe it's many bars I dislike. I don't know. And then, so well, let's segment it.
Let's.
It's going to be hard with you because you're going to be like, don't want to do that, don't want to do that. So,
try me.
Number one,
let's go.
Have you ever done an event where you've been on like a bus, where people have pooled money together and bought a bus for something?
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time, like thinking of it. I've definitely been on some kind of bus with booze, and I can't even place it. It might have been multiple times. That's probably why I can't place it. I think I know. I can't place it.
Yeah, I don't know why. It probably involved blackout type drinking,
and I've definitely been on boats, like party boats too, that involve like tons of drinks. So yeah, I'm familiar.
Have you ever done big events?
I really can't place it. That's wild.
Like this type of. Have you ever done something like that or something similar where like you're invited to a thing for a group of people, bachelor party or something of the like, where you're like, it's a group, it's a definitive group, but you're like not in that group outside of going to someone's house, like a dinner or a night out in a group setting where you don't know most of the group?
Very infrequently, I would say.
Yeah.
Like
me
it would
too.
have to be like
I would say me too.
My best buds going to something, and like I sort of have to like, yeah, not a lot. I'd say that's not part of my oeuvre,
Yeah, I don't think the opportunities have presented themselves, but even me being more social, I'm not big on that. The tough part is the groom and the other guy that I know that invited me. The groom obviously is going to be all over the place. You can't rely on him being your connection, right?
Right. His
And
attention.
the guy
is
that I
wanted.
know, is also a wild card and like heavy
Okay.
drinker. He's the kind of guy that might go missing at dinner and like we never find him again. Like very much not the reliant of like,
Wow.
well, he'll keep me company.
Wow.
So that's tough too. So that's a tough start. The dinner is at a location I'm for. I'm like, oh, I've never been to this burger like burger entree steak-esque joint, American food, but like higher end like sandwiches, burgers, stuff like that.
Pricier.
We'll talk.
It's the stuff you can have at
Yeah.
home, but way more expensive.
Absolutely right. Maybe like $30 to $40 for an entree, something like that. But I'm like, you know what? I've known
Everything's
about this
got
place.
truffle.
I
It's one of those.
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, like it's like yes, it's what kind of fries do you want? Truffle fries? Oh, okay. But yes, that's exactly put. And like the burgers come on square plates, not round ones, so you know it's more expensive. The fries come in little cups with the paper in the cup and stuff. Everyone knows what I'm fucking talking about. You've been
Is
to
this
these
Hop Dotty?
places. I don't know what
That's
that
what they
is,
call it
but,
in Texas. Yeah.
Oh. So I'm like, all right, that's a go. The bar thing, big old wild card. Like I said, if it was like, yo, we're going to barcade specifically after something like game, or we're going to karaoke or something. Okay, now I know what I'm getting into, and it's something I'm interested. Or we're even going to a pub to hang out and get some drinks and stuff. Awesome.
Are there drinks
when it's
before
bar-
the food? Or is there drinks in the bus? I'm assuming that's where the drinking starts.
There's got to
the
be
pre-gaming?
drinks in the bus.
Yes.
It's a bachelor party.
Yes.
You got to assume there's
Very
drinks on the
nice.
bus. Who knows what else on the bus? Again, you're with a lot of wild cards. Some people see a bus and they're like all bets are off. The bus is like international waters type attitude of like there's literally no man law on the bus. So I don't know what that is. Again, I don't know the like 25 other people in this group chat. So the numbers are high. The numbers are high. And then lastly, after all of these things, then you take this band of inebriated people I don't know, and let's put them in the strip club. Let's put them all into a strip club.
That's where the best bonding happens, dude. That's where you really get to know a guy.
If I'm going to know a guy, it's because he also feels terribly awkward about being in the strip club. And like we're both like wallflowers. And it's like, I don't want to be here. Do you want to be
And
here?
then, like,
No,
what's
I
even
don't.
the quality? Is it like a really high-end place where there's like classy?
I don't know.
Classy strippers, and they, it's all about the money. Is it a place called Porky's where like they're just kind of hanging out in the corner and you can go throw $1 bills at them? Like, what's the dynamic?
I think the last strip club I was in was either Pittsburgh or Cincinnati. And like
Oh yeah, dude.
Ooh, no,
Those Rust Belt
or-
strippers.
or Atlantic City. I honestly don't know
Oh,
which
God.
of those is the most accurate.
Wow.
Neither the Atlantic City one was for a bachelor party, and the other one was obviously because other people wanted to go. But I remember in my youth being like, "Yo, strip club, that's fun, awesome, blah blah." Some point, I remember like the last time I went, I'm like, I so don't want to be here. I'm like, this is awkward. Like, I don't feel bad for the girls dancing. They're there to make money. Like, hey, if I could make such solid cash off of just exposing my body to people, I mean, talk about an opportunity. So good for them if that's what they want to do. I absolutely support that. I just like I observe. It's like people watching times a billion. Like when you see people of like Walmart and stuff, try people of strip clubs. And that's because much like a casino, there's really high-end people at some strip clubs, and also they're like sitting at a table right next to one guy by himself who just got out of work.
It's a hub
Like,
of the wealthy and the degenerates and the poor. And all of it.
Yeah, like the music's terrible. So let's start with there. The music is going to be equivalent to the shitty bar music that I want to avoid. Like it's not going to be ska night at the fucking strip club. That doesn't exist as far as I know. Like they're not going to play all the good hits. It's going to be terrible music. And just like I just don't want to be around that. I don't know, like, how are you, like, are you supposed to be like, yo, bro, did you see that? Like, I don't, look, what,
I know.
like, what do you say to the people you're with? Like, it's just none of that. I don't
Well,
want
the thing is,
any
it's so
part
weird
of
because
that.
like all of a sudden you're not. It depends on the setting because you could be at one where like everybody's sitting at a table. Like I've been to one where you're sitting at a table and then like there's different dance stations set up in corners or whatever, so you can kind of like watch, see what's going on, and then you can like make your way up to patron the dancing if you want to do that. Slip a dollar bill here or there, and like that's one way to participate. There's the other kind where like they're all over you. They come and try to grab you by the belt and pull you into like a room kind of thing, and then they try to isolate you. It's like sharks, dude. They like go up to the school of fish and they try to isolate the weakest bait
Right.
fish and like try to get you. You're like, no, I'm
Right.
talking to my friends. No, I can't. $400 for a bottle of Kettle One. I can't. I can't do that. I will. I
Right.
shouldn't.
Like-
I can't.
Right, like I can't take like the pressures that come with. Right, I even think about that. The aggressive type ones. So like after hearing all of this and like seeing like being in the text group and stuff, I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I'm like, I also don't want to be rude and not like the groom, and like I don't want him to think that I'm not going because I like don't care enough to like go because of him. And I'm like, and I started like thinking all of these things for like 24 hours, and I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous, Jeff. I'm like, you need to just, it's okay that you don't want to go to this type of event. No matter what it's celebrating, it's okay to like just not go. So I texted my buddy who added me in. I'm like, hey man, I'm like, now I kind of evaded. I go, something came up, which was my anxiety.
Ooh, something came up.
I
Yeah.
go, I'm not I'm not going to be able to go. I'm like, so I just had to tell him like, hey, I can't go. And I left it at that. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad
Were they
that
relying
I was
on
just
like a partial financial contribution from you or anything? Like, was that?
I mean, probably, but I bailed early enough where it's
Okay,
like nothing was booked. So
Okay.
it's not like I literally was out within 48 hours of giving the yes. So nothing was booked or anything like that. And I'm like, that's why it mattered too, right? It's because it was a timely conversation. But yeah, it was just, I felt really bad, but I also felt good that I pushed myself to actually make the cancellation instead of what I normally would do is just go to the event that I don't want to go to.
All of a sudden, it's 4 a.m. You're the last one in the strip club. You know, seen it 100
Well,
times.
like, right, like, or it's just like oh
Missed the
yeah,
bus.
did you catch the bleeding guy or the guy who's getting arrested? And like, I don't know these people. I don't want to go out for a night of debauchery with mostly people I have no connection with. In the middle of Philadelphia. I know what city Philadelphia is.
True.
Not the one that I want to
That's
be in.
the
in the middle
factor
of the
that
fucking
really
night.
carries a lot of weight. Is the Philly
Yeah.
factor. That's that's doing most of the heavy lifting in this also, I think.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of that's such a like strip club with a bunch like especially with out known dudes because I think strip clubs are funny in a way that it's like I don't know. Like you can't even really pop a boner in them because it's just like it's more of like a show. Like the strip clubs are modern day art and old art, the oldest art there probably ever was. But it's like an experience. It's like window shopping. It's just kind of like it's more like it's like going to the state fair and just seeing the sights to be seen and just like appreciate whatever, like the dancing, titties. Who doesn't like titties? Titties are great, but you're like when you're in your 40s, you're like you know what?
Right.
I've seen titties are titties. We're good. I'm not 21 years old anymore. I'm fine. I'm good on that. I'm good on naked ladies. That's fine. I don't need. That doesn't have to be part of like the prerequisite for it. So it's like, is the hang good enough?
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
I think it's as simple as like, right. It's like, yeah, I'm not saying like, and it's like, if other people like to do it, awesome. Like, great. That's just like any other hobby. Hey, not for me, but if it's for you, great. Super. But yeah, I just don't, knowing that it's going to make me feel awkward. I'm never not going to feel awkward. So like, I can go do a hobby that someone else enjoys and just do it because they enjoy it. And maybe I'm not into it as much, but I can be there. This is not that hobby though. Like, I know I'm not going to feel comfortable when I go. And like you say, sometimes suddenly you get pressured into like stuff, and you're just like, I don't want to do any of this. So it was best to remove myself from the whole situation and just drop the cancellation.
It's great when you're, because I'm definitely one of the guys who's like, I just did, like, I think the last time I went, I had a similar experience where I went with my buddy Tozer. One of his friends that I didn't even know was having a bachelor party in Vegas. I just went as his +1. Didn't know anybody else there. Just went for the whole, I mean, just for this thing. Of course, you know, this is me at 20, whatever, fucking 8 or something. I don't know. And it was just like trying to live it up the best, you know, that I can in my 20s. And like, we went to the strip club, and it was like, I just remember being like, do you have a day job?
Right, you're making conversation because you're awkward.
Yeah. No, that is, yep, that's my lap. I'm good. We can just, yeah. What do you play sports? It's pretty hot in Vegas, isn't it? And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, it's like, I didn't really come here for this. Not really part of the scene. I mean, I had learned my lesson years before. I think we covered this when I asked out a stripper at the strip club, but it's because we were just sitting eating mashed potatoes, and I was like, dude, I'm picking up a vibe here. Then, you know, I learned she was pregnant shortly after her. She wasn't showing. Her bump was small, but who knows? Maybe I was ready to be the man that stepped up, you know, the dad that stepped up, as it were. But wow, that's what a bold, like, I feel like I'd have a hard time if I was getting married being like, just gonna go old school, babe. Just gonna go get some beers. Gonna go to a strip club. Gotta go see some twat before we get married, you know?
I also think that the Bachelorette I guess it's contingent on who the groom is. But like, I always thought it was weird when the Bachelorette got upset that they wanted to go to the strip joint too, because I'm like, I'm sorry, did you think like that he only should see your boobs, or like has only ever seen yours, or like, I'm like, I don't, like, it's a weird thing to be mad about, because it's like it's nothing happens at the strip club. I have never seen anyone run away with a stripper,
high dollar,
or
like,
have
fucking like DJ shit. Yeah.
Certainly none of the characters I'm associating with are doing those things. But yeah, again, it's very different than the Bachelor Club.
What do you think about the
Bachelor party that we went to in March, when it was just a bunch of dudes in a cabin? And
that was probably worse.
Games.
If I was a significant other of one of us there, I'd be more worried about that than going into public at a strip club. We were death was on the table when we were all there. That was part of it. Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do? Nothing. Like, try to prepare some food time to time, drink, and some games. Oh, there will be a hot tub.
Yeah, we're gonna avoid alcohol poisoning. It's a great game. It's 3 days. You can, if you survive, you win. Yeah.
Everyone won. Barely. Everyone finished the race.
Yeah. What do you think about the co-op strip club experience? Like,
I've done that.
Yeah.
I did that before a friend's wedding.
Interested. I mean,
the bachelor.
Yeah.
The groom and bride side, after rehearsal dinner and everything like that, the bride and groom wanted to go to a strip joint, and so all the wedding party we went to a strip joint, and I'm like, this is interesting. It is a lot less intimidating when you're there with girls and stuff, because it feels like it really takes the vibe down, because you're like, all right,
I know girls outside of here. I know girls outside of here, and they talk to me.
That might be it. That might be it. Like, yeah. No, we're not losers. Those are girls, and they came with us.
What if I think you should go to one of each. Like, go to the female strip club, then go to the male. Just have a little, just make a day of it. Have a little both, get to see some huge dong. Everybody wins. That's how it works. And I don't want to buy this, like, the women who are like, this was like a 90s thing. Like, this was like, where women had to pretend they weren't into, like, six-pack dudes with dongs dancing. Like, I've heard people say, like, oh, I'd rather go to a female strip club. Like, I don't want to see, like, dudes, like, penises are ugly. And I'm like, come on, not there. Those guys, they gotta work for it.
Relax.
Come on. It's okay if you like it. It's okay. Hey, we can all go check it out. We'll make a day of it. I'll just stare at it and be like, wow, what if? What if? That would be incredible. Look how smooth it is. It looks like a little seal, just a baby seal, but a regular sized baby seal. How does he even walk? So yeah, one of, geez, I think I'm planning the best one. Does anybody want to get married? Let's do this.
Yeah, just for the bachelor party alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done lots of different versions of bachelor parties. I've done very small groups that have just gone to the casino. I've done multiple house rentals, like the one that we did. Those are always fun. I've done a big city one. Where did I do a big city one? I mean, I did the Atlantic City one. That was a house rental and going into degenerate debauchery. I've experienced hospital visits on bachelor parties. Not me, but I lost the one cell phone I've ever lost was at a bachelor party. I've lost one cell phone in my entire life, and it was at a bachelor party, and we're pretty sure it ended up in Lake Ontario because we all went swimming, and that's around the time that I lost it. So we're pretty sure it got somewhere in Lake Ontario.
What was the era?
This would have been
iPhone 3.
This would have been in 2012, summer of 2012.
A BlackBerry Torch.
So maybe like an LG.
Okay.
Of some sort. We're out of flip. We're in smartphone era. But yeah, I just, it was the only time I actually successfully made a claim on a cell phone too. Yeah, that was upsetting. Because obviously when you're drunk and you realize you lost your phone, you get pretty upset.
And those were not that you could have found it, but those weren't very waterproof phones back then either.
No. I spiked a canister of seasoned salt in the house. I found a canister of seasoned salt, spiked it on the ground because I was upset. However, I got more upset when I realized that I had just come out of Lake Ontario where there was like zebra mussels in it, cut up the bottoms of my feet, and then I walked across the seasoned salt.
Fuck.
And that hurt a lot.
Oh,
boy, did that hurt.
God.
Really
That
makes you regret
sounds
being
awful.
you really makes you regret throwing that tantrum pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn, or at least you live and unlikely to do it again because just the odds in general aren't that good. But yeah, another thing, I did do something big this weekend.
Just bring in the topics. Okay.
I went to my first UFC event that in like 7 years. So I went to UFC 330 in Philadelphia. That was a good time. It was interesting. So my buddy from college and his cousin both flew in to Philadelphia. So I met up with them, took the train into town. Figured we'd meet up during the day, hit up a couple bars. So we found an old Irish pub on like this back alley. I wish I could tell you, McGillen's maybe? Pub from like 1860 or something. That was good. We went to the like Xfinity Live. For those of that know, it's like in the sports complex in Philadelphia. It's basically this massive building that harbors like 4 or 5 different types of bars, an event going on. And when we got there, the Uber let us off, and we go. There's an outside entrance, and they're like, "Oh, it's $30 to get in." And we're like, "$30 to get in? What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Oh, it's like this taco event, taco." I don't know what it was called, but Taco Fest or something. And so we're like, "Wait, is the whole bar and everything's taken over as Taco Fest?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "All right, we gotta talk about this." And then another girl who's working goes, "No, just go into the bar. It's not the whole thing." And so we go in to the damn entrance, and they let us in, and we're like, fucking taco guy's almost pulling $90 out of us because we're about to take him on his word that they took over the entire place. And I'm like, it didn't matter, but I was like, I want to have a word with him and be like, that is not okay. You should not swindle people into Taco Fest. Although we were deeply let's be honest. If it was the case, we were going to pay $30 for Taco Fest because like if it includes getting tacos and shit, we're like, well, we'll do it. I don't want tacos right now, but I'm never not wanting tacos.
They're losing money on this deal.
Yeah, especially if they're like, oh yeah, you get something for like if something comes. Listen, if you're gonna say that any type of food or drink comes with the cover fee, Jeff Warden is getting his money's worth. You are losing out on that transaction because I'm also a frugal person, so it's whatever you are charging, I will have that on my fucking radar as I gotta eat or drink more than what that is. So if it's like $50 to get into Taco Fest, it's gonna be a painful night. If it's $20 to get into Taco Fest, all right, I'm gonna make a good ratio on that. But you are always losing if it's only based on cover fees.
So who won the match? Which Kazakhstan fighter won?
There was a one from Kyrgyz.
Oh.
How do you say Kyrgyzstan?
Kyrgyzstan.
Yes. So the first fight involved a guy
mustacheless, swarthy,
Oralbai.
Caucasus.
Oralbai was his last name, but he fought a local guy, and he was minus the fighter from Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan was a minus like 1250, and the guy from Philadelphia
Really?
he was plus 800 or plus 850. So I put $5 on my boy from Philly, and he fucking won. He won with a random fucking choke out in round 3, and everyone lost their fucking mind. But
Dude,
the best
we got a
part
Rocky
was is that we were in this seated in this area where there was a bunch of like Kyrgyzstanese people, Kyrgyz around us and stuff, and they looked so sad because I'm like, oh my god, they probably flew halfway across the world to watch this guy fight, and he was the heavy favorite, and then fucking lost to the random like guy who's like pushing 40 in Philly.
Dude, that guy's gonna get a movie.
Other than that, what's funny is that in true UFC fashion, there was a ton of Islam was the main event, and there was so many Russian people there, like absurd amount of Russian people. I just heard Russian around me all the time, and the wild
Islam
part
is the
in
name
true
of a
UFC
person?
fashion is
Okay.
Islam Makhachev.
I was like, Islam's the main. Oh,
Islam's
okay. Was it a prayer? A prayer situation?
Yeah, Islam Makhachev.
I say UFC very into Islam.
I'm trying to think if he's just straight up Russian. Yes, he's from Russia.
That'll do.
But sorry, the place doesn't fill up really until towards the main card.
Where was it?
But folks, if you ever Xfinity Mobile Arena where
it's in the
Flyers
right.
play
in
the arena.
Yep.
So, like many concerts, sporting events and stuff, people show up more towards when the main act is going on. Mm-hmm. You don't do that in fights because even though you might not know who the two people are, they're fighters trying to work their way up. That's why they're at the start of the card. So you can see bonkers fights. Like, those are the best fights because they're fighting for something. And in true fashion, that's exactly what it was. This card was phenomenal until the main events, which were 2 title fights that went full 5-minute rounds and went to decisions. And they were boring as fuck.
Oh, no.
Brutal. And it's the end of the night. You've been drinking. You've been watching fights for 6 hours. And you're like, oh, my God, nothing is happening. This is brutal.
No.
Like, it is. It's a weird thing to go to UFC.
Let's go. I'm bored. Let's go.
Yeah. So, didn't see any fights. Saw a lot of people looking like they were going to fight. One guy was very upset that people were going up and like taking photos and stuff. And he was like, go fucking sit down. Sit down
really? One of those guys?
Get out of my way. I mean, he's got a kind of a point because it's like
I know.
If people were just taking one picture and then leave. But like this same guy, I think he was part of 60 pictures. I bet I saw him go up throughout the night taking pictures with different combinations of other Russian guys. And I'm like, just stop. At some point, you got to stop. But I did witness one of the guys I was with bought a Surfside, a 24-ounce Surfside, your iced tea and vodka drink.
Of course.
What do you think he paid for that Surfside?
God damn it. See, now I'm what I would have guessed versus see now I know you're moving it in a direction, but I'm gonna try to not.
I'm gonna give you one guess.
$25.
$29.99 plus tax.
Jesus Christ! I thought I was going to. I was moving it. Yeah.
For a beverage.
Mine originally would have been like $17.
One man's beverage was $30 plus tax.
Jesus Christ!
It's absurd. Like that's talk about though making you feel good about going out and drinking at the bars before you even get to the fights. You're like, remember that $10 beer I had at the bar, that $10 pint? I was being very frugal at that time. But
what's the crowd? What is it?
Absurd.
What's the crowd there? I picture. I don't know what I picture. A lot of. Is it all Roganites like that? You could describe.
It's
a
like lot.
Heavy that.
Yeah, it is. It is, unfortunately. And it never used to feel like that years and years ago. I went to my first event in 2012, and it never used to feel like that at UFC. Conor McGregor and Joe Rogan getting his podcast really changed things. It probably like really flipped the script about 8 or 9 years ago.
Douched it
and
up
it's a lot more insufferable people. Yeah. It's a lot more insufferable. But I've sat about 20 feet away from Philly's great Shane Victorino. That was neat.
Ooh. Is he a Hall of Famer?
So
is he a Hall of Famer?
A Hoffer? He's not a Hoffer. I don't know
He's
if
a
he's
switch
on
hitter,
the
though,
Wall
right?
of Fame or anything.
Hawaii
I don't know
zone,
what he does
Shane?
in his personal life, Matt.
Yeah.
69 dudes.
Yeah.
The Flying Hawaiian. But yeah, I mean, it's fun though. Going to see fights is.
I mean, it's got to be a spectacle. What do they do like between? Because like when you go to wrestling events and you like see like, I would say everybody should go to a wrestling event once. If you're, I mean, not if you have no interest, don't go. But like if you go to a TV event like a Raw, it's very fascinating to watch the production like between matches or like commercial or see what's going on, like all that kind of stuff. It's very cool to kind of see that shit.
UFC kind of keeps rolling though, especially in the early cards when it's not televised. From announcing the winner in the middle of the octagon to the entrance themes of the next people, you're talking less than 5 minutes. Like they keep it rolling during the prelims, which is nice. But yeah, it's the crowds are the crowds. And
did anybody have like a killer entrance like that? You were like, oh fuck, I like that guy just because of the entrance.
Oh, what there was an interesting song chosen in the main event. Shit. Yeah, the challenger, Ian Machado Gary, came out. He's Irish from Ireland, but he came out to
Gary.
Layla.
Really?
Layla
Clapton?
by Derek and the Dominoes.
Or Derek
like
and the
the
Dominoes.
full,
yeah.
the full song played. Like even at the end,
Interesting.
like the piano interlude and
When
stuff.
it
But like,
slows
yeah, it came
down?
out to Layla, and I'm like, when he came out, I'm like, if nothing else, just having that open riff start when you're walking out, I'm like, that is pretty fucking rad. But yeah, so it was received well, but because there was so many Russians there, he really kind of got booed right out of the gate. I felt bad because his song was good, but everyone was just there to see Makachev. So yeah, I would say that was the one that stuck out the most. But I mean, I think literally this time and last time you hear the Rocky theme all the time, and if Philadelphians get bored, you'll just all of a sudden hear EAGLES
Dude,
Eagles. Every arena has like that chant that they'll do if they're getting restless.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have an opportunity to go see some fighting. I'm still thinking about it. August 28th. The venue is Finger Lakes Mall in Auburn, New York. And the event is called Little Mania Wrestling. So it's little people wrestling, which feels weird to say. I don't know if that's a better word. I don't know, whatever. Like, I won't choose for them. But if you want to be little maniacs, I'm here for it. I don't know. I'm very strong. Like, it's been on my algorithm for a while, and every time like I go to it's on like the signage at the Finger Lakes Mall, like Little Mania Wrestling. And I'm like, that's hard to pass. How do you pass? Like, rarely does something like this come to this town. You know, such a spectacle. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I can see if somebody wants to. I might just go. Like, what are the odds you just show up there? You know, to Little Mania Wrestling. Just go alone, go stag, and you meet your wife. You know, it's just some. That'd be a hell of a story, huh? That'd be a hell of a story. So that's where I'm trying to get myself motivated to go do that. Because that's what day is it? Is that a Friday, Saturday? It's a Friday night. A week from
28th would
Friday,
be a Friday.
So maybe Super Producer Steve would want to go.
Have you thrown it out? I was just going to say, if you throw out Super Producer Steve, that's something Super Producer Steve might be down for. Yeah, like that's not a wild thing to ask him to go to.
All right, Steve, let me know. Let me know in the chat, the group chat. Or solo. You can just tell me solo. I mean, you do kind of owe me since you bailed on me for the ride to the camp. So you can. I'll let you buy the tickets too, if you really want to make it up to me.
Wow.
That'd be very even. We'd be close to even then.
Well,
and
we know Jay. We know Jay. One of the attendants has recently found himself with a lot more free time lately. Maybe he would be a candidate to go.
Wait, who? What?
Jay at the cabin.
Oh.
He recently has come across more free time as of late with his newly departed nuptials.
Oh.
So maybe he's looking for something like midget wrestling.
Yeah, if he wants to drive in,
time
listen.
slot.
Let's get a stat. You know what we should do? We should also like
get a party
go
bus
against
to
the
it?
grain and show up as like a 2 or 3 person stack. You know, in a big trench coat. Like go like overboard. Like really show up. Like counterplay the cosplay. You know.
I think you should get John. Get Big John to go with you just out of sheer
God,
irony.
He is 3 people in one.
Dude,
he's like 5 little people in one.
I bet he could. I bet if John went, you could get John involved in a match.
They would
And
jump
I'm not
off of his
kidding.
shoulders for sure. Yeah, do something like that.
Something right. There's got to be something like that they would be. You'd be like, can you use my friend John here? So
yeah,
a
he's
7 foot
feet
tall man.
People. Yeah, he's a gigantic.
That would be. That like proportionally would be like as if you went to a wrestling show, a normal wrestling show with like a 12-foot guy.
Yeah. Ooh.
So eat your heart out, Robert Wadlow.
All right. Hey, let me know. Hit me up, people. Let me know if you want to. I'm going. I think I'm committing myself now. It's a short drive.
Okay.
I can go to Bass Pro also and just pick up some necessities.
Well,
I'm
there
making
you
a
go.
whole thing, you know?
Right? Yeah, make it a whole thing. Maybe before you get dinner at the Mexican place out there. That's delightful if it still exists. I don't know if it does.
It is. It's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe pick up some clothing at Kohl's. I don't know. A lot of possibilities out there.
Yeah, maybe I'll take the day off. Yeah. Really
where are you going to do? Oh, I'm taking a nice little trip to Aurora, and I'm going to spend the entire day out at that intersection.
Yeah. I wanted to share a story that you've never heard before this week, but I just need more feedback from people on am I the asshole kind of thing. So I was over at the lake doing a little fishing. There's a little greasy burger diner there / ice cream place, Green Shutters, Zeb's it's called. It's only open for the summer. I recently learned, I haven't been there since I've been back. But I learned you can order online there. So I ordered a double cheeseburger. They're nice and greasy. They're so simple too. Just cheese, lettuce, tomatoes. They have their sauce. Like it's a great diner burger and some fries. They do like the shoestring fries. They're great. I go there, pick up my order. It's always just children working there during the summer too. Not literal, but might as well be. You know, teenagers. So he's like double cheeseburger fries. So yep. Look in the bag, labeled DCB. It's like perfect. Get home, crack open that burger. That's how I say it. take a bite, and I was like, it's a little
crack open that can of burger.
Yeah. Like it seems a little thin up top. And I was like, fuck, it's a single patty. I got had. I've been hoodwinked. I can't believe it. So I was like, there's a couple things you could do here. Like, I don't want to drive back. Like, it's for $3 or $4. I'm like, whatever. But I was like, but I ordered it online. So what if I just call? At minimum, maybe they'll take my name and just say, hey, next time you're in, we'll get you a burger for free or add it onto your order. Or, it's ordered online. They have my credit card. Just there's got to be a way you can just refund it.
Backwards charge it, right?
Yeah, you'd think there'd be something like that. And I call. I hear a precocious young teenage girl there on the phone. I was like, well, immediately as soon as I heard the hello, Zebs, how can I help you? I was like, hey there, Squirt. Is there a... I didn't say Squirt. I would never. But I was like, hey, I just had a problem with an order. I just wanted to talk to somebody there that could help me out with that. She says, oh, what order was it? And I said, I gave her my name. And I said, what order? I gave her my name and the order. What was in the order? I gave it again. It's like, okay. I was like, but I got to... So what'd you get? I told her. But what did you get? And I was like, is this... Am I getting trolled here? I don't understand what's happening. I was like, oh, it was a single. It was supposed to be a double. Yeah, I don't even know if we can do anything about that. It's like, holy shit. And I was like, well, I guess that's why I asked for somebody that could. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there, little girl, that could help me out with this order? That'd be fantastic. She's like, well, I guess if you brought it back, we can make you a new one. And I said, thank you. Thanks for nothing. And I hung up. But I said it, and I felt mean about it. But I was like, what a fucking bitch. I mean, it's not her fault. It's the place's fault for hiring them. And I can tell. There's a certain type of person they're hiring there, and it's not because of how smart they are or how much experience they have or how hard workers are. It's honestly kind of a creeper place. Like, it's one of those spots, like, you can tell. You've been to these bars before, some of these eateries, and you can tell the wait staff, and you're like, there's a theme here. and I don't like it. I can see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here, and I don't think it's
so. You're
above board.
insinuating like the way that you and I can't go in to get a server job at Hooters. Like you're insinuating that. Yeah.
So all the yeah, and I was like, okay, but I don't know. That's just the way I said it. I was like, thanks for nothing, and I said it in a nice way, but I don't know if then I felt mean because I was like, I don't usually like. Could I have gone? Sure, I could have gone back, but. I need your validation because I feel like you're on Team Matt. I mean, just do something. Like, give me something here to work with. Like, just not. I don't know. I get like, is it the first time you've ever had somebody? It's a nothing experience at this point. But it really infuriated me. like do something. Pretend you're at work. Please do that for me. I need that.
I don't know if I would have been able to remedy it if I was in the same age in the same industry. That being said, the place that whoever owns the place and whoever's in charge of training people, if you're working in food customer service and these people are going to be left to their own devices and answering the phones, which I don't know who's calling your burger place unless they have a complaint. It's not reservations. It's not stuff like, it's not complex. Like this place, folks, has like, would you say the menu consists of maybe 10 to 15 items? Like it is it's a very
chicken,
truncated,
burgers, fries,
it is a burger and chicken sandwich fry place. So like if you have a telephone, the only telephone calls that are going to come in of any relevance are going to be complaints and issues. The person answering that phone needs to know what they can and can't do. Like, if she's like, I'm really sorry. If you come back in, we can make you a new one.
Never said sorry once. Never
once. Other than that, I can't do anything for you. It sucks, but at least you have closure.
Like, this is our policy. This is what we can do. Yeah.
Right. The worst thing you can do is sound like there might be something you can do, but you're so fucking baffled by what's happening that you can't even formulate a definitive answer for the person on the call. That's annoying. But I do leave it up to, yes, are people stupid? Of course. And this person, this cashier or phone answerer person may be a fucking moron. But they also may not be a fucking moron. The problem is that if you hire the morons, don't let the morons answer the phone, or just train people. You have to, if we want customer service roles to continue existing, you have to empower customer service roles so that they can actually give
I'd have rather
a
had
good customer
AI.
experience.
rather had
Right
the
now,
AI
after
be like, "We
you
can't
would
do
have
anything."
been more
Okay,
successful
good.
with a Google answering service than with this call. Like, you have
I
to
don't even know
empower
if we can do
employees.
anything.
But that's how businesses work. They don't want to empower anyone because they're like, well, then employees will abuse it. Not if you A, aren't a shitty place to work, or B, you hire the right people. Like, the classic concept is that employers want to take away all powers from people because they're like, it will be abused. Well, if you're convinced everyone you hire will abuse any power they get, that either means you suck balls as a manager, you suck balls as an owner, or you suck balls as a trainer. But it's on you. It's completely on you. You have to empower people so that the Matt Joneses can just get some goddamn information and not at worst feel like, so not only do I not have my fucking order, I just wasted 5 minutes and am now fucking dumber for having this conversation. And now I'm angry, I'm hungry, I'm never going to be able to satiate because my stomach was promised one more burger
I'm a patty short.
and I'm not getting it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and also, I've said this many times, and I always had this thought, is that if your solution can't be, listen, we are not at the table at the restaurant. If Matt Jones brings his sandwich back to the table and doesn't like it and goes back, can you say, well, we'd be happy to make you another one? Absolutely. I drove and picked up the food, and then I came home. I don't want to go back to your place and pick up another food item.
Not to mention,
you
it was
know
also
I'm not
busy
going
there.
to.
Like, I put the order in online. I do. That's one of my. That's a Matt Jones move. That's my ultimate in any kind of
Order for
game.
pickup?
My ultimate is just ordering food pickup. It works every time. 100%. Well, I mean, not all the time, but however busy it is, you get in there, you get the order, and you're out of there. And that's what it worked. I mean, there was a line there. There was people there. I'm not going back there, bringing it back, and then having you like. Even if you would have said,
like,
we got one on the grill right now. It'll be ready when you get here. Just like even that, it's like if you bring it back, we might be able to make you a new one. Like it's like
because it sounds like you're trying. You know what? Really sorry about that. Tell you what, I'm gonna throw on a double for you, and I'm gonna throw on an order of fries. I will personally have that ready for you when you come back.
No cost.
If they sounded that adamant about it, you'd actually be fucking pumped because like their attitude was, I'm going to make this right. And you'd be like, you know what? I will hop in my car and fucking go get it because I appreciate how much you give a shit about remedying this. But yeah, the whole idea of like, I don't know. Little girl, if you give out a free double burger and you tell your manager this is what transpired and then you gave out that burger, you're not getting fired. Like, you're not going rogue in this situation. You're just trying to appease a customer. Maybe they'll tell you, hey, in the future, do it this way. But to say like, oh, shit, I don't know. But that I attribute up to, it's probably her first job. And I'm guessing her parents didn't set her up for understanding like any of that. And certainly her boss didn't. So I say it now that I expect an adult to. But if this is like a high school student, they need to be trained better. They need to be trained, or they need to be trained to say, don't answer that goddamn phone because you can't handle a complaint.
I would rather say, I mean, because the factor at play here is that I don't give a shit. This is a summer job. I have to get the summer job. I'm just here to hang out with my friends. Just say that. Like, dude, hey, fatty, you really need that other patty or what?
I was just going to
say. You're good. I saw you come in. You're good. You'll be fine. Be like, touche. Like, yeah, right.
No, she posed the whole like, bear with me, sir. Let me check. And then like kind of covers the phone and goes like, hey guys, can we make this fat ass his double? He says he didn't get enough burger with his order.
That's
like,
the thing. It is mildly embarrassing to be like, I didn't get enough patty on my burger.
Right.
I'm yelling
I
at a
got
high
it.
school
She's
girl.
like, so you didn't get your hamburger? No, my hamburger's not big enough. I got one, but it's for small people. I
that's
want
me.
more patty.
And you know, coming out of this, that's the only thing. That's the only takeaway for this girl. This dude, these fat asses just want more burger.
She forgot about you. After 20 seconds after she hung up the phone, she goes, I don't know, some fat angry dude called about not having enough meat. She's like, I could hear him breathing on the phone, but whatever. And then like she forgot about it. And meanwhile, almost a week later, you're podcasting about it and losing our minds.
I'm okay. I don't mind. I just, it's fine. I didn't think about it at all.
It's fine.
Can't.
I'm just saying.
I cannot talk about it without crying.
I can't talk about it without sweating. Yeah, man. I mean, I support the act, and good for you for saying like thanks for nothing, because it's nice to get those little rage.
And it was.
segments
I
out.
mean, I didn't yell at all at any point. It was the words were kind of annoying, but she probably didn't pick up on it. And it was just the, oh yeah, okay, thanks for nothing, goodbye. like
yeah, that's the
didn't
problem.
resonate.
Is that
Yeah.
it's so. I get your tone of doing it because it's almost you're trying to make yourself feel better by doing it in jest, but it's going right over her head, so she didn't even receive that.
Yeah.
But isn't it fun though? Aren't summers fun?
God,
That's the
gotta
whole
love-
theme of this, right?
Kids. Summers are for
fun.
kids. That's all they know. It's all for them. They can do whatever the fuck they want. God, I'm so jealous. That comes from that place, really.
Remember that? Remember summers?
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
Absolutely not. I think we crushed this.
Agreed. Here's one quick question I saw on Reddit today. If you went back to 1776 and can bring back one item, what would you bring?
I'm bringing it back from 1776.
No, you're going to 1776.
Oh.
From today.
And I'm taking one item with me to
What would you bring?
1776. Oh, I would say.
Are you going to be practical? Are you going to change the world? Are you in it for the glory?
Well, let's be honest. I'm not changing the world.
Yeah.
Ooh, fuck.
Because a lot of people in this Ask Reddit say things like, I would bring back penicillin or a medical
Stop it. No, you
encyclopedia or the book
Never.
that tells you how to build everything. And I'm like, that's fun. That's a fun way to approach this question.
Am I staying in 1776?
I'm going to say yes. You are. I'll say
the
you,
sports
at least
almanac.
5 years there.
Oh, wait, no. 1776. That's too far back for a sports almanac. That's not safe.
Well, is there? Yeah, is the sports almanac from 1776 to 1980? or
Oh,
2000
fuck.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not think that through.
That was the first thing I thought of, honestly. How do you gamble this?
I don't even know. You know what? I'm not saying a cell phone. You know what? Cell phone ain't gonna do shit when you get there because there's no satellites. You can't charge it.
But just for the 8 hours that it's on, you'll change lives forever. Like people be like, he's a fucking witch.
Wait, why?
He's
What's
a
the
fucking
point?
Alien.
Doesn't
Just for the memes.
I don't want something that runs on a charge. Think of all the pictures you could take. Oh, God damn it. My charger. Fuck, dude. That is difficult.
Thomas Jefferson. Wait till you see the first season of Breaking Bad. That's all we're gonna be able to play. That's all the charge we have. Because it's gonna change. It's gonna rock your world. You're not gonna believe it. There's a New Mexico.
Jeez, I don't know because I don't want something that's powered like by electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually, my first thing that you said, like, I'm like, would I bring a car? Like, that blows some fucking minds. And granted, gasoline, I don't know how gasoline's made or when it was made available. I don't know.
Well,
I don't
if
know
you bring
about
the book that says how to make gasoline. Like, I don't understand. Like,
I
people
feel
are
like they
thinking
could
about
look at a
yeah.
combustible engine and maybe like get ideas from it. So I think they could probably piece together how to fuel it. But I don't know. Did you have something in mind? This is actually a lot harder question.
I mean, I was thinking of like a Nintendo Switch just for the day that you get to use it, and I just want somebody's brain to blow up.
Of
To be like,
course.
I want to change somebody to be like, aliens exist. Like, what if that inspires somebody to be like, how does that even work? Like that kind of thing. Or you could like bring back an AR-15 and end the Revolutionary War real quick. I could really just do that. That'd be change the name of the war. I mean, a book of facts would be interesting. I wouldn't mean an encyclopedia. I would want to do 100 fun kids science facts. So just like you go back, you're still smarter than everybody else because you just kind of know stuff more than anybody else. Like what germs are. They don't know what germs are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'd make a paper airplane. They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
When did we start discovering dinosaurs?
Eesh. I don't know.
It would be after that, right?
Probably.
So, like, bring back books on dinosaurs. They're like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, by the way, this exists. You guys haven't found them yet, but you're going to see some fucked up shit that these big lizards were running around from time
in the
to time.
1600, scientific discovery and recognition of dinosaurs as unique extinct reptiles began in England in the 1820s. The word dinosaur was coined in 1842. Wow.
That's a pretty big one.
So you'd be like, and these came before you. And yes, this is a color printed book. This is color printing. Yeah. How do you like that?
Go ahead, smear the ink. You can't, can you? You can't smear it. Actually, yeah, fucking bring back. You could bring back literally anything and it would blow their fucking minds. No, I'm just kidding. I'd bring a fan.
Yeah.
Battery powered fan. Just make sure I can sleep.
With a charger. That's hilarious.
Yeah, if I have to bring one thing, I'd bring a battery powered fan.
That's good. I like it. I'm going to go out on that one. Peace.
Faded like an old arcade screen. Man and jet back where the stories began. Joystick dreams and a pocket full of quarters. Laughing about bets and a taste of disorder. From pixel skies to the vinyl they spun. Movies and memes under the same neon sun. Time hit pause but the jokes never ended. Two old souls with the past still pretending.